Hello everyone! Today I'll quickly show you how to design surgical guide for DAS Guided Kit in RealGuide. Let's get started! If you don't know me yet, welcome! I'm David, the Director of Guided Surgery Division at Real-Time Dental Lab. Alright, here we're looking at the patient. There's a tooth missing at number 14. Before we started, I do the wax up here already. So we can go ahead and plan the implant. We can select whatever implant system that we want to work with. And then when we design the sleeve, look for dynamic abutment. So the regular sleeve will be 4.8 millimeter wide. So this is how it looks like. And then the prolongation from the top of the sleeve to the top of the implant is 9 millimeter. And the challenge for posterior implant is when you try to fit a guided sleeve in, you can't fit. The more posterior you go, the less vertical you will have. So DAS actually provide two sleeves for us to use from. So this is the very first one sleeve that called DAS sleeve. It's a regular one. And there's another one very special which I like a lot. It's called DAS cut sleeve. It will allow you to have a lateral access. Here we can select a cut sleeve. As you can see here, one side of the sleeve has been opened. So you will have, we'll have more room for the drill to go from lateral. Alright, so that's now quickly designing the position of the implant. So that's aim for, so it's a bone level implant. So that's place the level at bone level. And then we can look from the 3D view to see if our long axis looks favorable to adjacent roots. And then we can look for better screw access. Let's say we are happy with the teeth design, so we can go ahead toggle this off. So we can see the sleeve right here is actually hitting the adjacent crown, and the lateral opening is not properly aligned. So to solve this, we can just rotate the sleeve by dragging the rotation mark. And if you drag it, you will see, ooh, it's cool, right? And then to drag it align to the buccal side, so you have the lateral axis to the buccal, and yeah, let's face it to the buccal. That looks great. Pretty much parallel to the adjacent roots, which is great. And then let's go back to the CT scan to look again. The position in the bone, is the bone allowing us to place the implant in such place? Looks good. And we can toggle on the crown position to see the restoration trajectory. That looks good. We can now move on to the next step, which is the guide design. So to do that, let's move on to this button right here, and then let's hit create new guide. Even though it's a molar, but the gap is kind of narrow, right? So we can use this toggle right here to show the sleeve. And then we're gonna, aim for that occlusal plane and flip it over, and then zoom into this side, right? And then try to find the perfect, path of insertion that allow the sleeve to drop in. Set insertion direction from the view, click that, and then we can see all the undercuts at the adjacent, and the sleeve looks great. And then we can generate undercut. Doing that, so the software will just generate undercut, so you can take another look, double check if the sleeve is gonna hit the adjacent crown. If not, we are ready to move forward to the next step. And then this step is to design the support for the guide. And that looks good. So let's click generate. Alright, so the guide just been generated. So we can right click to, we can toggle the transparency to see. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty much, the coverage looks good, but actually we do have some, designing issue here. Is because we try to create a lateral access, right? And if we create a guide like this, the surgical guide would just block the lateral access, right? So we do have to open the lateral access for that. So to do that, use a scope tool to cut the lateral access of the guided sleeve, and then hit apply. So you will open up half of it to expose the sidewall of the surgical guide. Before we hit finish, we can open some round window as an inspection window to let us see if the surgical guide is sitting properly. We can do some final touches here, like here we can remove it, and then we can use the smooth tool to smooth it a bit accordingly. Alright, I think we're pretty much there. Alright, so now the lateral access being designed, we open that gap, and now we can hit next. So the guide will just being generated. Alright, so let's toggle on the sleeve. So now you can see we designed a guide with lateral access, allowing the drill not going, on top of it, but from the side of it. So it's a surgical guide designed for desk guided kit using a lateral access sleeve in RealGuide design. Thank you for watching. See you next time. From the side of it.